Hey guys, what's up? It's Dalton with Big D's Barbecue. Today, we're going to be smoking a pork butt on my 500-gallon smoker. Let's get at it. Alright, so we got a almost 9-pound pork butt here. So there's not much trimming you're going to want to do on this. I'm going to cut it open. Cut it open, get it out of there. Throw that away. I like to wear gloves because then my hands just don't get nasty. I'm going to take some napkins, get all that gunk off of it. I'd say pork butt's one of those meats you don't really need to get anything special or anything fancy. Pork butt's pretty bland meat. There's not a lot of trimming we're going to do on this. Something like this, it's sticking up. You can trim that off. Not a lot of trimming you're going to do on a pork butt, at least for eating at home. So with this, what we're going to do, we are going to season this with Texas Sugar from Meat Church. Meat Church is a very, very good brand. That's, what I started out on. So we're going to do a liberal coating of this on all sides. The thing about pork butts, what I've found is it doesn't seem like you're going to get a lot of the initial seasoning in the end product. So how I do it is once it's done smoking and I shred it, I then season that. And that is where you get the most flavor. I think that's one of the best kept secrets. I don't know if you want to call it a secret or whatever. But that there is probably the best way to get the best pulled pork is to season it after the fact. And so from here, we are going to take it to the smoker. But first, let me get a meat probe in it. Me personally, I like MEATER. It's just what I happen to have and what I happen to use. There's a lot of good products out there. You're going to want to keep in mind that there is a bone right here, so you're going to want to avoid that. And just stick it in there. Let's take it out to the smoker. Now we seasoned, trimmed the very little we needed to trim. Let it sit for about 15 minutes. Let that moisture come out of that meat. Let that seasoning adhere. We can put it on the smoker now. So this here is my 500-gallon smoker I just finished about a month or two ago. I'm still kind of learning on it. I'd say, I'm getting it figured out. It's a lot different than a pellet smoker, which is what I've always used. But yeah, so we're going for 300 degrees. Right now we're sitting at about 250. It'll go up. I just put some more wood on. Let's get this in there though. Lay that to rest. Like I said, we're doing this for about, I don't know, I'd say it'll take about 5 hours. Pretty hot and fast for a pork butt at 300 degrees. Take a look and see how she's doing. It's hour 4. She's looking pretty good. Let's take it off and take it inside and wrap it up. All right, so we brought the pork butt in. It's looking mighty fine. So you want to look for a temperature around 160. Want to wrap it. So me personally, I look more at the bark to see how the bark is looking before I wrap. That's how I do everything. Brisket, pork butt, really anything. I look at how the bark is setting. So we're going to take this out of this. We're going to wrap it up in tin foil. What's I'm going to do is we're going to sprinkle some, let's put some brown sugar on it. It's going to create a sweeter product in the end, and it's going to be good. This will all melt in. It'll run down it. No problem. It's a lot, but it'll work. And then I got some Heath Riles tangy vinegar barbecue sauce. It's not really going to do much. It's more or less going to put some moisture in here, kind of help steam it a little bit. Use it all, I guess. Okay, so we're going to double wrap this. come up. There we go. I'm going to wrap it tight. Keep that probe in there if you're using a probe. You go the opposite direction. There you go. We're going to put it right back here, this pan here, and we're going to take it out and put on the smoker till it reaches about 200 to 205 degrees. More or less, you're looking for probe tender. Don't look at degrees. Don't look at anything else. You want to be able to put a thermometer through it, like it's going through hot butter. Let's take it out there. All right, guys, here we go. This is the pork butt. I made a severe mistake. Did not take 5 hours. Took more like 8 hours. But here it is in all its glory. With that clean bone pull. Looks good. This should have showed you. Here's the probe right here. This is what I'm talking about, probe tender. Goes right through this like hot butter. But you got all those juices in here from the pork butt, from the brown sugar. Like I said, seasoning doesn't do a whole lot, but this thing is just falling apart like butter. It's going to taste amazing. Alright, so here we go. Got this all shredded up. It looks amazing. So here I transferred this. I took that aluminum foil out. I forgot to do that. But I mean, this stuff is just shredding like butter. It's got great bark. You know, stuff like this, you got a lot of fat right here. It's not great to eat. Throw it out. Unless you like that. But this stuff is just, I mean, fall apart. It's amazing. So anyways, like I said earlier in the video, you want to season it after the fact. That initial seasoning, you're not going to taste much of it. So you're going to do a pretty heavy layer of seasoning on this. There's a lot of meat here. A lot of meat to get seasoning on. So I left some of the juices in here. I'm actually missing the other one of these, so I'm using the bone here. But I'm going to mix it up, and this will be some of the best pulled pork you ever had. Just look at that. That's incredible. All right, now that since we seasoned it, we shredded it, spent 8 hours cooking it instead of 5, let's give it a quick taste, see how we did. That's pretty darn good. Really good. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you next time.